Good morning, everybody. I'm working on a new journal slash album. It's a combo, junk journal slash album, and I am going to show you how I made this cute little window pocket this morning. As you can see, it's just a little clear window pocket and some ephemera and everything on top. So I thought I'm doing another one over here, so I thought I would just take the time to show you how I did that. So I'm just going to pull out my stuff here. So what I've got is I've got a little frame. This is from just one of the journal kits, that I've got, and they've got window frame cutouts, and I just thought, oh, how do you use them? Because see, here's one here, and I just thought, well, I want to do something different than just using them as a journal card. So I thought I'm going to make a window pocket. So I just have the little one because that'll fit in my space. I inked it all up, and then what I've done is I've cut, it's hard to see here, there you can kind of see it, a little piece of acetate that is just slightly bigger than the window, the cut out part there, so it will make a little window. So they're really easy to do, fun, that's for sure. So all I'm going to do is on the top part, that's the part where you don't want your tape to be sticking up past the acetate, because it'll get stuck on whatever you put in the little window pocket. So I'm just lining it up, and I'm making sure that the tape, the two-sided tape that I put on the top, is totally covering that tape there. So you can see I've only taped it on the top right now. Because this is a pocket, I'm going to tape around the sides, so there's no point in taping underneath the acetate at this point when I can just do it all in one step. So I'm just going to run some two-sided tape over top of the seam of the acetate there in a pocket form all the way across. And then I'm just going to burnish that. Oops, if I can find I'm just going to burnish that tape down really well, and even where I stuck it, the acetate on already. So before I go before I stick it down though, on this one here, I did a little ribbon and flower. So I'm going to do that again on this side. So basically, what I did is I just lifted up one little piece. Oh, make sure I do it on the right side. I want it on this side. Lift up a little piece of my tape there, just pulling the backing off so that it's secure on the one side. Just put the cover back over, and then I'm just going to put just a little piece of tape on the end of the ribbon here. This is basically just going to hold it in place until I can get that brad in there to secure it. And I'm just going to fold it over to make a little bit of a loop. So as you can see there, it's temporarily stuck on there. Just going to get my little mat, and I'm just going to put a hole in the middle of that. See there? Punch a hole through it so that I can put my brad in there. I'm just going to take my flower, whatever brad or flower, or even, whatever you want to put through there. You don't even have to put anything through there, but I just thought it was kind of cute. Oh, not big enough, the hole, so I'm just going to actually punch the hole a little bigger. I have a little tiny hole punch here. There. Just punch it a little bigger so that I can get the brad in. And I'm just going to trim that because it made a little bit of a mess on the back of the ribbon there. Pull that out. So I'm just going to put my brad in there, and I'm just going to make sure my brad is running lengthwise so that it's hidden in the pocket. And actually, before I do that, I'm just going to pull off the tape here. There. So then I can just press your brad open. So you can see it's along the back here. And I'm just going to really push it down, make sure it's really nice and flat and secure. There. So you can see now it's there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it on my book here, and because I'm going to put a little bit of embellishment on the top of this one, I'm going to push it towards the outside corner here, kind of running along the same. Oh, it'd help if I took the tape off first. So I'm going to just take the tape off. Now it will stick. I'm just going to line it up. About there. And I'm going to just, so you can see it's sticking up a little bit there because of the brad, so I'm just going to get my bone folder right in there and just squish it right down and secure it. So you can see now you've got a pocket, just a little pocket. I'm just putting something little in there. So what I'm also going to do on this, where's my stuff here, is I've got this little fussy cut birdhouse here. Let's move that out of the way. So I'm just going to distress the edges ever so slightly here. And I'm just going to run. You can do tape or glue. At this point, I'm just going to do a little bit of tape. I like to do that when I'm using the scrim or cheesecloth or scrim, whichever you would like. I'm just going to run it around the edges. This will just hold it into place until I can glue it. I just like to do that. So you can see I've just run it a couple of spots there. I'm just going to burnish it down. Peel off my tape. Alright, and then I've got some cheesecloth here, some ragged pieces of cheesecloth. So I'm just going to cut just three little pieces. And basically what I do with my cheesecloth to give it that little aged look is I just run my fingernails across it and pull it out so you can see it's just distressing it all out. And then I just push that on the edges into that tape. That's just going to hold it till I can glue. But then that way too, if I don't like it there, I can still reposition it. So I'm just going around the edges of where I put the tape. And it's going to have little bits hanging off, but I like that part. So you can see now, put it down here. I think you can see. Oh, that's my washing machine singing at me. So you can see it's all sticking around the edges here, all frayed and distressed. And then lots of times, just to add a little bit, I will dab a little bit of my, stuck down there, just a little bit of my distressing ink on there just to age it up a bit. So now I'm just going to figure out the position for it because I want it kind of on the side here, but I want to still be able to see the pocket. I'll just pull that part right out. So you can see there, that would be a good spot. So now I'm going to glue it down so that it doesn't go anywhere. You could use two-sided tape. I just want to make sure it's in there nice and stuck in there nice and well because, it is going to be moved a little bit around the pocket. People will be going in and out of the pockets. So I'm just going to position that right there and just going to burnish it down. And it's all secure. And then I'm just going to add, I had a little word here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of word. And what I'm doing with this, sorry, my desk is pretty messy. I'm in a tiny little spot right now, is I have factory cotton, or I guess, depending where you are, in North America we call it factory cotton. I think in the UK you guys call it calico. So I'm just going to trim a piece of this. I've torn it so it's got all the ragged edges on there. And I'm just going to make a snip, tear it, so that it's big enough to just stick out around my words, as you can see. Just sticks out. So I'm going to, you can glue this again, but right now I just like to two-side tape it. so that I get it in the spot and it's removable. So put my tape, just going to burnish it down, peel my backing, and place that right there. Just burnish it in so it stays nice, and I'm going to figure out where I want to put it. So I think I'm going to stick it just about here. There we go, you guys can see a little better. So now I'm going to glue this part. I'm just going to run a bead of my glue. And I like to use Fabri-Tac for this. Gives you a few seconds to set it around, but it stays on there well. So now I'm just going to burnish it in place. And you can see the little distressed edges there. Add to this embellishment. And now you've got a little pocket. I'm just going to put a little tag in there, which I think just adds a little bit of embellishment, a little bit of something on this. I wanted this page to be pretty flat, so I didn't want a whole lot because I don't need my book too thick. So I thought just that little peekaboo pocket would be perfect. Anyways, I thought I'd take the time and show you this today. Hopefully you guys give it a try. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit your notification bell so you can see all the new videos that I upload. And hopefully I'll see you again soon with another tip. Thanks.